remember if they needed cum or spit, so I put both and mixed it.
Koitsketi?
Dude, we really got to teach you English now that you live in America.
Yeah.
Hey, nice job pounding my ass.
Welcome to another episode of The Spit Bucket.
Oh, you nasty, huh?
Yeah. For this episode,
I don't like
before we start this episode, I need everyone to take their pants off. All right, great. Now that your pants is off. I've never done a JOI, but I'm about to. All right, so here we go.
What's that?
Now, look it up.
No.
All right. Here, back that up a little bit. There you go. Okay, cool. All right, I'm back, everyone. So, this is the episode 69. And you know what that means. It's going to be a shit show. So, thanks for coming with a U. Thanks for coming for this episode. If you're not hard by the end of this episode, then we did something wrong. This is already bad. I'm sorry. But anyway, welcome to episode 69 of the Spit Bucket Podcast. Joining me at the table, the beautiful, the sexy, the busty. Who wants that description?
Me, I'll take it. Hi. What's good?
All right, Big Booby Jamginto.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And the sultry, the randy, the mustachioed Alan Mendoza.
What's going on?
Interesting.
Eric, what are you doing?
Racing?
I can't have you be playing games while we're trying to record an episode.
My bad. Hold on. Almost done. I'm racing.
He's trying to come first.
Yeah.
All right,
It's porn. Just say that.
Okay.
Oh, God. I'm going to crash.
watching porn.
Yeah.
It's
Hardcore.
Eric Mendoza.
Oh, no, I got to beat this guy. Go. Okay. I'll give up then. All
You gotta beat him
Give me a
up.
better intro than that now.
Okay. Also at the table, fresh cut.
Cut where?
Oh, freshly cut. Eric Mendoza.
That wasn't any better.
Say something sexy.
Yeah.
Give us a good year.
Should I yell?
Yeah.
Nah.
All right. All right. And also at the table, the lovely Mario.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Nice. Do you want to do the next introduction? Who do you got with you?
My big booty Judy. Slim thick, if you will. My queen, my girlfriend Stephanie's here.
Beautiful.
I think I have to fart, so sorry.
Love that.
The gassy. Stephanie. We have a fart mic, so feel free. Eric, you're holding it. All right, but what we're doing for episode 69, we got some fanfic that we wanted to go through. So we got, for this special episode, fan fiction, and then we're going to jump to a game that we haven't played in a while, but it's back because we got a whole new crew from when we last played it.
True. We played it like episode 5, I
Yeah,
think.
starting us off with this episode. There's no new stories.
Only
There's
sexy stories.
Only sexy stories. I gotta ask you guys something before we start. So what was that whole thing about feeding him Fritos in bed?
Yeah, why are you trying to eat steaks in bed? What are you doing that for?
We waited for this episode to call you out. You trying to choke my boy
Why are you
out?
doing that? Why are you eating in bed? You want bugs?
I love chips, okay?
I mean, I do too, but
She
in
does.
bed?
Yep.
I eat chips in bed.
Crumb boys.
Scum boy.
The worst is when like you're a little itchy like in your bra, and then you're like, oh, where'd these crumbs come from?
I've never had that issue
But
with myself.
But I know you've put your hand in there, and you're like, huh?
Yeah. I'm like, when did she go to a beach?
You're nasty.
That is nasty. Don't do me like that.
All right, Mario, you got some fan fiction for us today, right?
Yeah, I'm nervous as fuck. And this is
It's okay, it's your first time.
Sonic X Knuckles Lemon. It's called Hitting Feelings by Desmuster_fanfics on Wetpad.
Oh, I've heard about Wetpad.
That's nasty.
Here's the little bio. A story of emergent secrets and feelings. What happens when you love someone but don't have the guts to tell them? I just want to read this first comic that really stuck out to me, which is, he is an echidna. He has 4 dicks.
Wait, do echidnas have that?
Yeah.
Wow.
So this is a story that's read in point of views.
Okay.
Instead of...
Third person.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is Sonic's point of view.
Is this the point where they take their pants off, the listeners, or are we waiting on that?
I think this is the foreplay. All this is going to lead up to Jam's incredible story.
Yeah.
I think.
Right now, we're just rubbing your feet.
That's nice.
We're in step 1 of the Mario system.
Yeah, you're going to learn it by the end of this episode.
Probably not, but...
It takes about an hour.
It takes like a couple months and an hour. If we're being real. So this is from Sonic's. I'm not going to read it in Sonic's voice. I'm getting like too fucking embarrassed.
No, you're going to have to do it. You brought it.
Sonic's point of view. Okay.
Mario, you do this to yourself.
I know, man. Why did I want to do this? Okay.
Is it easier for you to go record in a different room?
Maybe.
We can move the mic.
Or we can just put like a blanket over you.
Here we go.
You get sweaty.
That's all part of the process.
Well, like, because when I do Sonic voice, I do like an exaggerated yell or whatever he's doing.
Do you want me to lower your mic?
And I can't do that here because it's all like in his head.
Oh, okay.
So that's...
It's his thoughts talk normally.
Yeah, these are each point of views of either Sonic or Knuckles. So here, I'll read you the first one and so you can see what I mean. So this is Sonic's point of view. It's been 2 weeks since I've last heard from Knuckles. I'm kind of worried. I've also been trying to tell him how I feel, but I just can't muster strength to tell him I chow down on another chili dog. I wonder where he is. You see what I mean? Where like,
Yeah,
I don't know how to
if it's his
read that.
thoughts, just read them normally. But when it's his actual character, you have to do the song.
I don't think there's any of that. I think it's all just, okay, so here's Knuckles.
Just distinguish
You
the
have to
voice
do that.
between Knuckles.
Okay, Knuckles. I've been at a friend's house for the past 2 weeks because I was having problems with Shadow. Now I think everything will be fine between us. Actually, the only reason I'm going back is Sonic. I've had feelings for him almost since I met him, but I haven't been brave enough to tell him. Now I feel like I'm ready. I get up, get my gloves and shoes on, and I start running home.
So he can take his gloves off?
Yeah,
Wait,
gloves.
Knuckles?
Yeah.
So does he have big hands?
Okay, I don't understand his hands then, because you know how his gloves have the spikes? Is that a compartment for spikes on his hand as well? So he puts on the glove and he has to put the spikes through the glove? Or does the glove have the spikes?
I think the gloves have the spikes.
Damn, he just got all of a sudden less cool.
Yeah.
Don't you?
So now he's
What?
wearing spiked gloves?
Yeah, because echidnas dig, right? So that's why he needs the spikes.
He
But
just turned
he
into...
did
Nature didn't give them to him?
I don't think echidnas have spikes on their knuckles. They have like claws and stuff.
I don't like the story anymore.
Yeah. He just turned into
The
the
fact
Andrew
that-
Garfield of Spider-Man's, where he has synthetic
Andrew
Spider-Man.
Garfield wasn't bad at Spider-Man.
No, I'm not saying his acting. I'm saying
He
his
wasn't better
web.
than
It was
Tobey
synthetic
Maguire.
webs. They didn't come out of his body.
Tobey Maguire was the best Spider-Man.
Actually, it was synthetically made in the comics as well. So that's okay.
Yeesh.
Whatever.
It should have come out his ass.
Yeah.
Like a real spider.
Alright, Knuckles.
Back to Sonic. I was so tired. I played a ton of video games, ate a ton of chili dogs, and ran around my house a few times. I walked over to the window that faces Knuckles' house. Or I think that's his voice. What is that light? I don't think I can do that. A light? Light was on the red dogs.
You got this, Mario. You got this.
A light was on in the red hedgehog's house.
He's not a hedgehog.
Did they just...
They fucked it up.
Oh no.
But that can only mean one thing. He's home. And with that, Sonic burst out the door in a whirlwind of blue.
The blue blur.
Knuckles.
Blue goo.
I was just out the shower when I heard the knocking. I threw a towel on and went to the door. I opened the door to find it was Sonic. Back to Sonic. Hey, I stopped and blushed when I saw Knuckles in a towel only. Knuckles notices this and blushes as well. Hey, Sonic, what's up? Knuckles tries to break the ice. Oh, I wanted to see you. Knuckles,
This is so sweet.
Knuckles blushes slightly and smiles. Would you come in? Okay, I stutter.
It's getting better. I mean, not the story, but your voice is...
Your accent's getting better.
Back to Knuckles. Sonic, you wanted to see me? I thought as I brought him in. I brought him a chili dog. Oh, thank you, Sonic says happily. I sit down next to him. Oh, fuck me. Sonic, if it's okay, could you tell me why you wanted to see me? Sonic almost chokes on his chili dog. After he finishes coughing, he says, well, I wanted to see you because I put my finger on his lips. Shh. I know you wanted to say, I feel that way too. I pull him into a passionate kiss.
Hell yeah.
Sonic. My eyes widen when he kisses me, but eventually I close my eyes and lean into the kiss. Holy fuck. He licked at my lower lip, asking for entrance. I gave it to
Creative
him.
writing.
We fought for dominance with our tongues. Eventually, Knuckles won. We broke the kiss, panting heavily. He looked at me with passionate eyes, and I blushed. He reached up my shirt, and I
what?
said,
He's wearing a shirt.
In this universe, does Sonic have tits?
Oh my god.
Because then what's he reaching for?
That belly that Stephanie was telling us about.
he reached up my shirt, and I said, shouldn't we take this into the bedroom? Good idea. Why did I get really heavy for that? Knuckles smirks and picks me up, bridal style, and we go to the bedroom.
Oh my god.
They're the same size.
Isn't he top heavy if you're doing bridal style? He'll just tip over because of his big ass head.
Unless he's carrying him with the head.
You gotta carry him by the legs.
He's carrying his head and then holding his butt. So his legs are dangling. Sonic point of view, we enter the bedroom and he throws me on the bed. He's so strong, I think to myself. To be continued.
Damn.
Hidden Feelings was last updated in 2017.
Oh, we gotta find the author. And we gotta interview them and ask them what happened.
I'm crying because I'm like super embarrassed.
It's okay. Wait till you see all the creative liberties I took.
I took some creative liberties too, and I'm excited.
Jane Potato says, why do I read things people suggest to me? I don't know. Axelasm, what on earth am I reading? Lol Frisky, please update, we need. Ooh.
Does it say when that comment was made?
So the first two were in 2019. Lol Frisky was in 2018.
So people have been wanting this for years.
Yeah, a lot of people are asking for updates. And then this guy in 2017. And come on, please update the next part.
That man's been waiting 3 years.
Not bad, winky face.
I've never looked up fanfiction. Like, this is actually the first fanfic I've ever heard. And that was pretty fun. Have you guys looked up fanfiction before? Mario, you said you hate it?
I don't think you've ever been part of a fandom enough to where people were making fanfiction out of it.
You think so?
I'm 100% sure. If you look hard enough, you will find, like, Kenny Omega.
There actually is.
I've found WWE fanfic between Enzo and Big Cass.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
So, I hate fanfic because a lot of fanfic... I don't mind people doing fanfic, right? I think that's fun. That helps you with, like, creative writing or whatever. Mm-hmm. But when people do fanfic and they don't stay true to, like, what the characters are...
Like Sonic wearing a shirt? What's that about?
That, or even just, like...
The fact that they called Knuckles a hedgehog instead of, like, what
Well, that's really bad. But I mean, like, let's say it's a Spike Spiegel and Jet fanfic, right?
Uh-huh.
That's hot.
And then, for some reason, Spike Spiegel is just, like, a really shy...
Oh, yeah, completely.
It's, like, out of character.
You're gonna hate my fanfiction.
All right, well, thanks for the heads up.
I took one creative liberty, and I don't know why I did it, but I thought it was funny. So we'll get into that
we'll
one.
See. But yeah, that's the only reason I hate it, just because...
That makes sense, though.
I'd like it... If anything, it's more challenging for you to write something and stay true to those characters instead of just making these characters do whatever you want. Because then that's just... Why bother even
I
picking
get
these
it. That's
characters?
part of the reason why I stopped reading a lot of fanfic.
Have you guys ever looked up fanfics?
I feel like Alan more than Eric. Probably.
Never.
Or just Rule 34s?
I just learned right now that that fan fiction means something else. I always thought, I don't know, I always said I was gonna like do my own Adventure Time fan fiction and like cross it over with with Gundam and Destiny, but I always thought that was just like, you know, stories that the author made, but not like sexual stories.
Fan writing.
Yeah, more
It
like
can be both.
No, it can be both.
so it doesn't have to be sexual.
Realistically, people...
unless you include lemon in it, apparently, which I learned that today.
Yeah.
But
too.
that just dates you. It's like, oh, you read this, it's lemon. It's like, oh, how old are you?
Yeah, honestly.
I've never heard that before, ever.
I didn't know either, and I'm old as shit.
My child is pure.
Did you guys have a fan fiction?
I was looking for one, but
I'd rather you read yours
Are you
first.
looking at both of us, or you're talking
Which,
now?
either one of you.
He's
His
looking at
eyes started
separate.
like your cousin, dude.
Okay, so I'm going to send out my fan fiction to you guys now. Mm-hmm. it's a script. So we're all going to read it at the same time. Please don't read ahead. Also, don't judge me. This is my first fan fiction, and also I didn't proofread it. All right? So please go to the top.
So it's any fucking fan fiction?
Yeah.
Got him.
So don't read ahead, please. All right?
Hold on, I read the first sentence and there's already a misspelling.
Oh, fuck. All right. I'm not a good writer.
Yikes.
All right, it's autocorrect. All right.
Is it?
No one read it.
Well, at least you know how to. At least you know how to read it, cause.
Don't read it. All right, here we go.
Wait, how am I supposed to say that?
Hey, phonetically. All right, you got this.
Oh god, I see my name in here.
All right, here we go. So this is my fanfic.
Hey, real quick, I have to update Messenger. I'm sorry.
Shit.
Oh my god.
Let me explain my fanfiction while Alan updates his messenger. So I put in a plot idea into an AI chatbot, and then they kind of gave me the story, and I worked around that. This is where I got the idea for it, okay?
Does it have a title like the other one did?
The cum bucket.
We'll call it. This fanfiction is titled The Cum Bucket. So I'll read along. I wrote it like a script, so when you see your name, just read it out. I'll read the stage notes, alright?
I'm sweating.
Here we go. This is technically the first Spit Bucket fanfiction. You're welcome. Alright, so here we go.
Does it count if you wrote it though? That just sounds like you're being weird.
Right,
We said no judgment.
Let's do this. Yeah, no
Okay,
judgment.
okay. Let's
Alright,
jump
here we
into
go.
it.
Stage notes.
Oh my
The
god.
Spit Bucket just finished recording an episode. So that's the mindset we're in. It's Sunday. It's the Lord's Day. Thanks for joining us, says Omar as he closes out the episode. Mario, Alan, and Eric then stand up and watch as he puts away all the equipment for the podcast before he also is the one to edit and distribute the show.
You really had to say that. You just had to.
You
say
humble
that,
bragging piece of shit.
For real.
What, you gonna talk about your massive cock and balls next
Bro, he
time?
probably is. He's gonna be like, as my cock and balls swing. I'm gonna be mad. I'm mad. If you
As they swing in the wind.
I'm mad. Anyway, go ahead. Whatever.
Alright.
That's how you know this is fake.
Okay, here we go. Alright, so the episode's over. Omar's putting all the equipment away. Jump to Alan.
That was a fun episode as my mustache waves as the breeze passes through the room.
Yeah, we have ventilation issues.
Okay, I don't know how to say this. Hi, what? Hi, Oni-san? The hell is that? Kori wa Tanoshi Dayo? What the fuck?
Jump back to Alan.
Really?
Brother. Want to go pick up some Sprite Cranberry or maybe a Cinnamon Coke?
Jump to Eric.
Why am I talking like this? Ikimaso koitsketi minasan jane. What the fuck?
Alan responds.
Dude, we really got to teach you English now. You live in America.
The brothers Mendoza leave the studio.
Yikes. Anyway.
Mario says,
Okay. I can't believe Alan had a brother he didn't know about in Japan this whole time.
but it's also strange that Alan understands him. Must be that brotherly bond.
Yeah, did you hear that voice crack?
Omar's nervous.
Getting nervous.
I have to tell Steph about that story when we talked about when I saw her later.
When I see her later.
When I see her later, sorry.
The two share a long hug. Before Mario gets in his ZF1 and drives to meet his girlfriend.
Oh my god.
Cut to Mario at Stephanie's house. Mario knocks on Stephanie's door. Ding dong. The door slowly opens. Stephanie is standing in the doorway, looking happy to see Mario. But also, it seems like something's bothering her. Mario walks in, goes for a kiss, like a judo master. She maneuvers around him into a hug instead. Stephanie says,
How did it go?
It was good, but man, that was a nasty episode. We found out some Irish twins were separated at birth and then started dating and had kids together, even after finding out they were related. That's some shit Adam would be into, though. But anyway, what have you been up to?
Actually,
she hesitates to continue.
Oh no!
Who says that? Who's supposed to say that?
you know those 23andMe tests we took? Why did you trademark?
Because it's trademark.
We're just trying to cover our bases.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I couldn't remember if they needed cum or spit, so I put both and mixed it. I hope they didn't tell me. I hope they didn't tell me I did it wrong.
No, actually, the results came in, and well, remember how our families are only an hour away from each other in Mexico?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I found a new relative in my results. A cousin. It's you.
Oh, shit!
Mario starts to sweat tremendously. His stomach turns, and the room starts spinning.
I'm sorry, what are we supposed to do? I've already seen all your bits.
What is that supposed to
I erased it because I was originally supposed to say your bits and pieces. I'm like, no, your fucking balls. So I just didn't erase enough.
And fed you Fritos in bed. I don't know if we can ever see each other again after this.
Mario regains his composure. He comes to the realization, to the reason why he's sweating and the reason his stomach is turning. Mario looks at her, wipes his brow, and begins to speak.
That shit's hot.
The two kiss, or whatever, and that's as far as I get. Fan fiction isn't easy to write, but that's my story, and I'm sorry I wrote it. And that was the cum bucket.
Hey,
That was my first fan fiction.
Stephanie saw this on the group chat.
Oh.
You know what? Ivan's gonna see it too, probably, and he's gonna be wondering what the fuck.
This story was based off of it's based off a true story. Our families are technically like an hour away from each other in Mexico, right?
Yeah.
And we found Alan's brother in Japan. I made Eric the Japanese brother.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what I got, and that's why Eric was only speaking Japanese because he was Japanese. So that was my creative liberty. Mario, I'm sorry that I went so out of character for Eric and changed his ethnicity.
That's alright. It was alright.
That was good.
I got a headache now.
All right, well, you're gonna have an even bigger one for this one.
All right, since that story was mostly about you guys, I need your
My
opinion
heart
on my
is
fan
beating
fiction.
so fast. Whew.
To be honest, I wish I had more lines.
I'm sorry.
I wish I could actually read whatever.
Trust me, Doug. You're gonna like this.
All right.
Should I
cool.
translate what Eric said in the fanfic?
Yeah, actually, if you don't.
I actually kind of understood some of it.
Okay, so Alan, let's repeat the lines, and I'll just repeat Eric's lines, but in English.
In English.
Wait, do you have them in English, or you're just gonna?
This is the Japanese I know.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Sure
fucking big
it
cock
is.
and balls over
Yeah.
here.
I had to include that first part, though, to talk shit.
Whatever.
That was a fun episode.
So then Eric says, yes, brother, this was fun.
Brother, want to go pick up some Sprite Cranberry or maybe a Cinnamon Coke?
Let's go. Take care, everyone. See you later.
That was it.
Dude, we really got to teach you English.
That's what it was. That worked out the way I wanted it to. I'm really glad. You guys did a good job reading it. I'm nervous for this one.
I'm mad. I might never come back after this
Why? Because I made you Japanese?
because I don't know what's about to happen.
Okay, boys. I will say this is a lot of me speaking. I'll just point at you guys, or you guys I'm sure will follow along. This
God.
one's called Alone and Horny.
Holy shit.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
Alright,
Oh,
let's
my
start.
Oh, my
God.
God,
Oh,
that's so
Jesus
Hell
Christ.
yeah.
This is long.
Here we go.
I don't
Hold
know
on.
anything that's going to happen, so this is going to be all a surprise for all of us.
June 7th. It's been officially 1 month since Jam left, and Omar's starting to feel a little more like himself again. Wanting the company of his friends, he decides to invite the boys over, as he did every Sunday to record an episode. He hit up the group chat and asked if anyone would be able to make it today. He was surprised to see that the boys responded eagerly with a yes, and it was all set for the boys to be there by 2. Time flew for Omar as he was anticipating seeing his friends for the first time in a while. He hadn't spoken to them since the breakup, and before he knew it, it was 2 o'clock. All the mics were set up, and now there was even a nice cold glass of water for Mario. Just like Jam would get him.
Why are we bragging about what we do for the show?
Hey, I appreciate that glass of water.
Of
Thank
course,
you.
King.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are welcome for the edits. If it wasn't for me,
Shut the fuck up, let me continue. Alan was the first to show up, but he didn't come empty-handed. He brought a couple of adult drinks to liven up the sad situation he was expecting to walk in on.
Hey, man. How have you been?
Alan asked Omar as he opened the door for him.
well, you know,
Omar mumbled as they gave each other a nice guy hug.
pecker to pecker. That's how you would do a guy hug.
They walk down the stairs and Omar opens the door. Alan is shocked to find that the room was pretty much empty.
Holy shit, man. She's really gone.
Alan blurted. Omar turned to look at him with tears in his eyes. Alan, realizing how insensitive he sounded, turned red and gave him a tight, long hug.
Man, I'm so sorry.
Alan whispered into Omar's ear as he was crying softly into the crook of Alan's neck. Suddenly, the older Mendoza brother changed. He took Omar's face in his hands and placed a soft, tender kiss on Omar's beautifully brown forehead. Both looking at each other, confused but anxious to see where this went. Omar was about to open his mouth to speak when the tension in the room was washed away by Omar's phone ringing.
Hey, I'm outside.
A familiar voice said over the phone. It was Mario, who had been knocking on the door for a few minutes.
I'll be right back.
Omar stammered as he almost fell running up the stairs. Alan, at a loss for words, plopped down on the chair and took a big swig of the crown apple he had in his pocket. Flustered, and with his pants fitting a little tighter, he took a deep breath and tried to clear his head. Mario and Omar walked into the room. Hellos are exchanged, but Mario could tell something was off.
You're upsetting Mabel.
Mabel's getting sad.
Almost like he had interrupted something. Mario says,
Y'all good?
asked, looking back and forth between the two boys. And then both of you?
Yep. This is actually like well written
Yeah, it's really
Who
good.
the fuck do you think I am?
and in character.
And it's pretty accurate. You got my drink down.
I know.
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
And your pants fitting a little tighter? Does that happen too?
Yeah.
Okay, they both said in unison. Mario, not being convinced, decided to let it go and focus on making sure his friend was doing alright. The three of them chatted about everything from anime to wrestling to some good old memes, just to distract Omar. Then, as they waited for the last Mendoza to arrive. Once Eric had finally arrived, the conversation took a turn from lighthearted and funny to a little more serious. They talked about relationships, girls, and the situation at hand, the breakup. Omar, in tears, sat there as he spilled his heart out for his friends, and they all began drinking. Tears were shed amongst the boys as they all spoke of their past heartache. Alan, feeling extra bad for him, placed a hand on Omar's knee under the table. That's when the host of the show felt a tingling sensation. Almost like all the hair on his delicious body stood up. Omar threw the rest of his drink back as he could feel that gesture of brotherly love go from knee to mid-thigh to teasing at his balls.
Oh my god.
Oh, fuck, I'm so sorry.
All a little drunk, Eric asked.
So what do you miss the most about her? Oh my god.
I bet you missed the fucking...
Mario proclaimed.
You'd be right.
Omar,
I fucking say that.
Omar said, almost in a moan, as his friends were sitting as his friend, being Alan, was starting to unzip his pants. The dynamic of the whole group changed. Just suddenly, it went from not only wanting to be there for his friend in need, but wanting to help his friend with his needs.
Oh my god. This was a mistake.
No way, this is fucking awesome.
Alan, being the first already getting started, had help from his little brother to help move the mics and push the table away so the other brother could drop to his knees and embrace Omar's member with a wet and warm mouth.
Go ahead, Alan.
Alan, go ahead.
This is my first time doing this, but I'll get better at it, okay?
Alan looked up at Omar with a smile.
Let's not make eye contact. That's not what I say, though, in this. I say, you're doing great, buddy.
Omar whispered as his hands, I meant to say, were already full, with Eric kissing at his neck and Mario playing with Omar's chocolate chip nipples.
Is that me? Is that supposed to be?
Yeah, you're the next line.
So what else do you miss?
Eric moaned in his ear. Omar?
Well, which one of you can throw that ass back?
Mario blushes as he says,
I can try my best.
he begins to walk to the bed, takes off his clothes, climbs on and gets on all fours. And then the three of you have to say,
Perfect.
the three boys say as they watch in awe of Mario's pure raw talent.
Did we also just find out Mario got a butt?
Look, I'm allowed to dabble, okay? The three, overcome with temptation. Stop!
She's getting excited.
The three, overcome with temptation, approach Mario, each brother grabbing a cheek, exposing Mario's precious hole to load Omar. It's a feast prepared for him, and he's going to eat.
Oh!
Mario screams as he can feel a warm tongue punching his balloon knot. Alan, this is you.
Let's take this a step further.
Alan said commandingly as he grabs a hold of Omar's shaft and begins to guide it towards Mario's
I
rim.
forgot how unfun this is.
This is fucking...
Mario's ring?
But not before Eric stopped to give him one last kiss before Omar's journey. As Omar drilled deeper and deeper into his friend, Jam began to slip further and fell away from his mind. And that's when Omar says,
Fuck that bitch.
Omar yelled as he grand slammed into his friend while they all cheered him on.
Dude, literally, someone's gonna see this and wonder what the fuck is that.
As Omar extracted his serpent from his beloved friend Mario, the two brothers took turns lapping up the sweet nectar, expelling from our pal on all fours. They all turned to look at each other, not being able to believe what had just occurred. They all came together. All four sets of lips meet at once and rejoice in their new relationship, a jam-free relationship. Omar said with joy in his voice.
All right, let's start recording.
Oh, man.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
That was amazing. That was so good.
The show might get taken down.
God, we are literally about to get canceled.
I'm fucking crying. Holy fuck.
Oh, God. Can we agree not to make eye contact for the rest of this episode?
Couldn't look at anyone.
I thought we said no judgment. That's what I heard.
I mean, I can't feel
I'm not
weird.
It's a good story.
Thank you. Thank you.
Like, the amount of detail was incredible.
Thank you.
Can I ask how long did that take?
Between midnight last night and finishing it up this morning.
Oh, man.
So less than, if you're not including sleep, probably like 4 hours.
Okay.
Jam, you're a good writer.
Thank you.
That was...
Good job, Jam.
Thank you.
Seriously. Oh.
The only subject I ever excelled at in high school, and really all of school, was literature.
And it was because you were writing fan fictions
Great.
and then changing it to Beowulf.
That's my fingertips are numb. Holy shit. That was amazing.
Thank you, guys.
Hey, nice job pounding my ass, brother.
And nice job lapping up the sweet nectar, brothers.
Good job, guys.
The thing that
I'm not.
when you said pulled out the serpent.
That was so...
Dude, when you said Mario pulled up in a ZF1, I almost fucking lost it.
No, that was Omar's story.
That was fucking funny. So.
All right, Stephanie, as a bystander, hearing about your boyfriend being plowed on all fours, what was going through your mind?
I was pretty jealous, not gonna lie.
Damn.
Have you seen Mario in that vulnerable position?
Only in my dreams.
God.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, man.
I'm glad
That
you
was
enjoyed
good.
the story. Do you understand why I was laughing so much?
Yeah, the whole time Jam was writing that, I would just, because I was like setting up mics and shit while she was still writing it, and she would just giggle to herself. I'm like, are you reading it or are you writing it?
Literally, I only had to take like maybe 3 or 4 breaks to stop and like kind of collect myself, and then I was literally just like typing as I was like going on, you know?
Man, I forgot how sweaty I get. We've only done fan fiction one other time, and it was a different podcast years ago. Jam,
I actually have that one still. It's called Cold and Rainy, Hot and Steamy, and I wrote that February 5th, 2017.
yeah, that was for the Expensive Pasta podcast that doesn't exist anymore. And that was the last time we did fan fictions. I forgot how it feels to have someone write something about you and feeling so violated.
At least I made you, like, you know.
I like the premise of it, though. Like, it made this story make sense.
Exactly.
I'm really glad I went first because there was no way
How do we
anyone was
follow
going to
that?
follow that up. That was
Okay.
great.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
God.
Nice build up, yeah.
And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. I love you so much for that.
Thank
That
you.
was great.
He's choking up. I appreciate that.
Eric, how's your Stephanie going to feel about this
I'm
fan
still
fiction?
crying.
Is she going to find it as funny, or is she going to report you to the authorities?
She is the authority now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just glad I only had to say 2 things.
That's why, because I knew Eric would take it the toughest, so I didn't want him to be in Mario's position.
On all fours.
That way
You were gonna put me in?
I was thinking about it.
No. That would have been
That's why I was
think
there.
I would have been mad. I would have been
out.
mad in a joking way, but I would have been mad had it been me who does it. Because I spend the most time with Omar, so had you put me in that position, I literally probably would never be able to hang out with him again.
Oh man! All right, well that's what we had for the fanfic side of this episode.
Thanks, guys.
I wanted to kind of bring back a game that we played like episode 5, but now since we've had people come and go, and it's also been like a year and a half since we've played this, I want to end the show with a little bit of a little kind of game show to see who knows who the best. We're bringing back Can of Squirms.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
We're modifying the games just so it makes sense for the podcast. So what we're going to do is split up into 2 teams. It's kind of be like the Newlywed Game, basically. What's your ship name?
Yeah, we've thought about this.
How do you mix Mario and Stephanie?
Stario.
There you go.
Meth.
Yeah.
Eric and Alan, what's going to be your team name?
Let's take a nod to Lil B and say the Rowdy Rowdy Pipers.
Yeah,
Okay,
fine.
so-
Huh? What?
Who's hungry? Shit, same.
We're all.
I just got fucked. I'm trying to eat, boy.
All right, and what was your
How are you
team
gonna
name
fuck
again?
this man and not give him any food?
Hey, that wasn't me.
I
I don't
gave
even
you-
live here anymore. So.
All the shit was gone. Because it's all jam stuff.
Can we be Hot Rod instead?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Hot Rod, or are you guys going to be Hot Rod? The way it's going to work is I'm going to ask you guys a question. There's going to be one person who's going to be answering. The other person's going to be guessing what their answer is by also writing it down, right? And the only way to get the point, they have to have matching answers.
Right.
I'm going to mix the cards, and so I'm not going to skip questions. First question's going to go to Mario, and Stephanie's going to have to answer it. And while they write their answers, whoever else wants to just answer the question can answer the question, alright? Mario, the heart of the cards have decided that you're going to answer. Has Mario ever sent you nudes? Or has he ever taken nudes? So that might be easy since, Well, before we answer that question, Alan, have you ever sent nudes to a girl?
Yeah.
Unsolicited?
No.
How dare you?
Never. That's my worst nightmare, dude.
Oh, I think we actually already heard that one from Eric, and it's yes.
No, it was no.
Oh, it's no?
Yeah, because I'm a sweet boy.
Damn.
True.
I'll take some good ones of you.
That's why you were
send them to
kissing Omar's
Stephanie.
neck.
I thought we were done talking.
Alright, so Mario. Stephanie says yes, that you've sent her nudes before. Yes!
Yes.
Hell yeah. You still got him?
Can we see them?
No, I think it was like a video.
Yeah, I think that's.
Oh, really?
Hell yeah.
Wow. Mario, I don't know how you have the confidence to do that. Because I'll take a shower, right? Jam's like, send your cock and balls. By the time I figure out what angle, I'm already over it. I can't get a good angle of myself.
That's why while you're deciding, you just. Alright.
I can't get it. I don't know what way
Which way?
people want to see it. And that's why I don't.
Dog, all
Privately.
she did was ask you for some cock and balls. You just deliver. You don't even trip about the position. If she wants a position, she'll tell you which one.
That's
that true?
I could
Yeah, but Omar's thinking about when they leak, like how else would everyone else
That
want
literally,
it?
that's why.
So when they
just
get
don't put your
leaked,
face in it.
when they get leaked by accident, he wants it to look.
Literally just stand to the side,
Stand
having
over
it
your
sticking
phone.
out.
Yeah, just straight up, so it just looks like
cares?
another nipple.
Y'all gay for looking at my dick.
That's how I'll word it. I'll know that for next time. I'll leak my own.
Send them to me first, and then I'll review them.
I'll crop out my face, and if you don't think they're good enough, then we're just gonna leak the ones without the
Put
face so I
the
can deny
purple
it.
devil emoji on your
Yeah.
face.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Alright, Eric, this next card is for you. Eric's gonna answer it. Alan's gonna guess it.
Okay.
What is the strangest category that you have looked up? So not stumbled into,
Like actually looked up.
Yeah.
looked
you
up,
looked.
typed in the search bar. And Mario, I think we found out yours last time, and for some reason, I think Eric was the one who guessed it.
Yeah,
That was
he
really
guessed it,
specific.
Yeah,
No,
he
the
described it.
question was, what is
What is he into?
my,
Yeah.
my,
Oh, secret.
I
Okay,
guessed- I guessed
secret
what it
fetish.
was.
Did
So
you
wait,
know that about him?
Not until that episode.
Wow. Did that hit home?
No, not really. He doesn't really talk about what he watches. I'm like, oh, what are you watching?
I don't.
He keeps it a
Asian
secret.
porn.
Can I? I don't know.
Specific.
I don't know how I'm supposed to answer
Asian
this.
porn.
Mario, do you know the stuff that Stephanie's into?
No.
You guys both just keep it a secret?
No. If I ask, she'll tell me, but.
So ask her.
Well, usually.
Right now. On air.
The only thing, you mostly read, right?
Yeah, I mostly read stuff. It's just
So, it
A
isn't
class
that-
so you
So
can
it's up
read
to
it whenever, like
imagination.
At your own pace?
yeah.
Plus, when you're out in public and all they see is you reading something, they
They're
won't
like, oh, that's a
question
good girl. She's reading.
So, yeah, there's been a time where
But she's slipping around in her seat.
all oiled up for some reason. Yes. There was a time where she asked me what I was into, and I
feel like
looked
it
up a list of dojins specifically to give her, and I still have it, I think.
You compiled the list. I know the kind of stuff Jam's into.
Can I maybe just type in like a weird video that like I purposely like wanted to see?
Sure.
Like whether
Sure,
it was
and
like I saw
that's
an
fine.
ad
Fuck.
and I was like, I want to see this.
Yeah, and if he gets it,
Yes.
like the
Yeah, let's do
Category?
yeah.
that. You guys knowing Jam, what do you think's the category she would look up the most?
Probably those cuck videos, because she said it last time.
What do you guys think?
No, Omar wants to get cooked.
By two
Jam.
girls.
Something furry related.
You would think so, right?
I feel like Jam likes stuff with girls.
Strong men.
Tell the world.
Orgies.
That sounds
Yeah.
right.
That's a good one.
That's
Okay.
Jam's thing.
I watched this video compilation. Girls like sitting right here, guys behind her having sex, and then there's a third guy getting his like dick sucked, and then he like accidentally takes it out and comes, but comes on the guy behind it.
No.
And he's like, "Oh, what the fuck?" It's fucking hilarious.
Oh my god.
Friendly
That's funny.
fire.
Okay, we got an answer?
I guess.
Alan, what do you think's the weirdest thing Eric's looked up?
The weirdest thing?
Or just what did you rate? What did you?
I thought you said it was
No,
what
just-
does he look up? Like,
It says the most embarrassing.
oh fuck! All right, well,
You can
What
change
did
it
you
real
rate?
quick.
Yeah, you
all
can
right.
change it.
That's the
Asians.
Asian
I've looked at it before. Now.
Is that a racist caricature?
Comedy?
comedy. Those
You
the
looked up-
the bloopers are funny though.
I like watching
the bloopers
it.
are funny.
Behind the scenes stuff.
I feel like I'm bogus for watching these and thinking they're funny because it's actually literally. It wasn't for the purpose of getting off. I guess it was literally just to see it. It's the ones where the guy accidentally goes in the butt, and I always and it's funny.
Oh, those are
it's
so-
like when the guy's going hard on the girl, and then like he slips out, and then tries to go back in, but then accidentally goes in her butt.
And you
Like
just hear them go, "Oh!"
yeah, like I said, I'm bogus for watching those and like laughing at them because I know that's probably not funny.
That is pretty funny.
But
though.
like that was the weirdest thing that I looked up, like because I actually wanted to see it. That's about it.
That's funny. All right.
But I guess comedy counts because those are kind of funny. Or even like bloopers, like what Mario's saying.
Yeah.
Like bloopers, those are pretty funny too.
That is funny.
And the funniest one that I saw was it was this girl getting like banged in a tub, and then the guy came in like super sleazy but like quiet, and he was like slowly hitting everyone with these karate moves, and they were like passing out.
What?
Basically, she was like the guy came in like a compound to save this girl,
Uh-huh.
and she's like, "Oh my god, who are you?" And he looks at the camera and he's like, "I'm the waiter," or something like that. I'm gonna have to look it up. It's just funny. It's funny.
And he's doing kung fu to
Yeah.
rescue. That's funny. Jump back to Team Meth. This question is going to be Stephanie's going to answer it. Mario, you're going to guess her answer. Has Stephanie ever had phone sex? You guys are getting a lot of yes or no
Yeah.
questions,
These are-
but this
I
is
like how
just...
you're writing it towards him, and he's supposed to be guessing, but you wrote it towards him.
Oh yeah, don't write towards him.
I'm not
He's like,
I'm good. I ain't cheating.
The heart of the cards are deciding that you guys are getting yes or no questions for some reason. Alan, have you ever done the phone sec?
No,
What about you?
I can't take that serious.
Yeah, I would not be able to do that.
It's too role play-y. I don't think I can do role playing. I'm too conscious of myself. Self-conscious.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, Jam.
What? Yeah, I know. Trust
Yeah.
me. I deal with that.
Sorry.
Sorry.
He says yes. And Stephanie says also yes.
Was it with each other?
Interesting.
Yeah, was it? I'm going to guess it's with each other. No, I'm not going to ask.
How did it start off? Well, I had a boner.
And you called and you were like,
Hey, check this out. Did you put on your bedroom voice? I can't do it. Hello?
I don't think so.
What are you up to?
Yeah, if we did that, then it'd be too much. It'd be a little-
Jam, if you wanted to have relationships over the phone with Omar, what would you want the voices to sound like?
The thing is, I don't like being on the phone. So that's already a
Oh.
no for me.
too.
So, I don't know. I just like the way you talk.
Hello, everybody. Thanks.
I don't know why, but I literally just feel like you would like him to talk as like Sonic. I don't know why. I literally just feel like
not that
you
weird.
need Sonic in your life.
Another
I
thing,
do, but not in.
Another thing you should upload is that picture that someone said, in honor of Sonic, I ate 6 chili dogs.
That photo
Oh.
pissed me off. That was the last thing I saw before I left yesterday.
This is jumping back to the Hot Rod Boys. Has Alan ever faked an orgasm?
I almost opened my mouth.
There you guys go. You get a yes or no question. Have you guys ever faked one? Yeah. Oh, I think you might have told us about it.
Yeah. Okay, so he should know
So
the answer.
there was an episode that we recorded where I gave the answer to this question, and you were
Oh,
also
because I gave my question too, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And you were the one answering it last time, actually. Let's see if you remember what Alan said. Alan, have you ever faked one?
No.
God damn it. I wrote
You
yeah.
got a 50-50.
I know.
Damn.
I was gonna write no, but I feel like that wasn't the answer.
Wait, I thought you said you did.
No, I've told people straight up like I can't do this.
That's
like, my
right.
bad.
Oh yeah, you did.
Well,
He's an honest man.
Oh yeah, wait, no, I
It
was
was
the one who
your
did it.
ex that did.
I was the one.
Yeah, my ex is the one who faked it.
You
Yeah.
called her
But,
out on it.
Yeah, a couple months afterwards. Yeah, I was still
That's
salty about it.
Back to Meth, who is in the lead with 2 points. You guys got to catch up.
What are we going up to?
Let's go first to 6.
Okay.
You guys got another yes or no question. Has Mario ever cheated on a partner? Ooh.
I feel like we've talked about that too.
But I don't think Mario answered this one before. Has Mario cheated on a partner in the past? Not you.
I hope
Just
it's
someone
not
else.
you.
Yeah.
You let me know.
Should put cyanide in his water.
Can you imagine we have to kick Mario off the show for cheating?
Got my ass.
And they can't release the episode?
All right.
Alright. So Mario, have you ever cheated on someone? No. What do you think?
No.
Aw, he's a sweet boy. He wouldn't do that.
I wanted to.
Yeah, that's why I was like, no. Should I put question mark? No.
The intention was there, though.
You know him?
You're halfway to winning. We're going to find out how much Eric has told you in the past. How many girls has Eric kissed? Or boys with his lips on his mouth.
I have to think about that.
Count them out on your fingies.
Whoa, way to brag.
Well,
What about you guys, Mario and Steph?
I guess I can't brag because anyway.
I'm gonna say it's been a couple. Just kissed. There's been a couple.
Yeah, we're talking about like kissing, like just like a
Just a,
oh.
whether it's your
Yeah.
bros.
I'm gonna have to guess.
You're going to give it a guess?
Yeah.
We're going to see what you think of your bro.
There's this
See how
one.
many pee he can sling.
There's this one time. It was me, my crush, and some other girl.
Uh-huh.
And my crush made me kiss that other girl, and that's when I knew she wasn't into me.
Damn.
Damn. That's
That's going to hurt.
Yeah, that hurt. That shit hurted.
But was the other girl into you?
I don't care.
Right answer.
That's when the cheating intention. He's like, I'm going to cheat on this.
I'm gonna cheat on this bitch.
Oh, man. What about you, Steph? Do you want to answer that question?
I think it's been 3. I'm not even sure.
Damn, she said it could be more. All right, so Alan, how many people do you think?
I've kissed
Fucking
Carl.
wish.
There you go. That's
Nice.
two. Yeah.
I kissed her on the head.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Which one? Okay, hold on. Okay, you guys are distracting.
Get cooked by Carl, dude.
Remember when I told her to smell my mouth and you got...
Flustered.
Yeah.
I'm like, Koneko-chan. FBI, open up.
All right, well,
That's a very specific reference.
I'll say 7. Did you already answer?
Oh, if you're gonna do that, hold on.
He's like,
No,
oh,
because it's
yeah,
not. It's not a lot, but for some reason, it's like when I count in my head, I can't keep track, so I have to keep starting over.
Just so
You said 7?
And if you say 7, I'm going to need you to name all of them.
I'm not doing that.
Well, we could bleep it.
Got him.
No, I'm gonna count on my fingers. If it gets past that, then we know it's wrong.
Okay. Oh, he's counting fast.
No, okay, never mind. It's only 5.
Damn. Still
Wrong.
still not on the board. The Hot Rod Boys. You guys are halfway to victory. So, Stephanie, you're going to answer this one. The cards decided this one. Maybe she's told you about this. Make sure he's not reading your answer, though. Where's the strangest place that you've jerked it?
Interesting.
Strangest
Wait, that's
place.
a real question, or you're making that up?
No, it's on here. Most unusual place is what it says. This
And
is.
you're just adding jerked it?
I mean, it says it.
You masturbated.
Oh, okay. What the hell?
So
I
where's
thought
the
you were
most
just
unusual
Too aggressive
place?
of a word.
Yeah, so I said jerked it. Where's the most unusual?
Like
Last
me?
time.
No.
Yeah.
Or him?
Oh,
No, this is you're answering this question.
and he's guessing.
Yeah. So where's the most unusual place you did it?
I barely do it.
Girl, gotta do it more often. Men ain't shit.
Did you answer? Because I answered.
You have it. Do you have an idea, Mario?
Don't
Yeah.
say it yet, because then she'll be like, maybe it is.
Yeah, I got the answer.
You got the answer?
He's got the
Let's
answer.
see.
He doesn't have an idea. He's got the answer.
Because last time we asked this question, we found out someone did it in the Puerto Rican woods. Duro.
That's true.
Did you guys ever answer that question?
Who?
You two?
About what?
Where the most unusual place
I
was?
know what it was. It wasn't that. It was pooing. And Alex said the.
No.
No, he said he jerked it in the Puerto Rican woods.
Yep.
Oh, I remember the weirdest place question being about pooing,
No.
and I forgot where I said. Oh, I said outside in the hole. That's what it was.
Alan, where's the weirdest place? And don't say JCPenney dressing room because that's mine.
And don't name a person.
I'd probably say work.
Work? Which
Yeah.
work?
Which work?
Former employer. It was the factory job.
Oh!
I was working and I got a
Emergency?
random nude and I was like, God damn it! So, and I couldn't. I was thinking about it for like 3 hours and my head was turning red. I'm like, fuck! I have to go.
You're like, I'm gonna cut my fingers off if I don't figure this out.
So yeah, not my proudest moment, but yeah, that's where it was.
Nice.
Factory bathroom.
There you go. Mario, where do you think it was?
I put no strange place.
No strange place.
I didn't know that was an option.
You're about to find something out, Mario.
Alright, strangest place.
I guess a car.
Oh, there you go, Mario. You got it
What's
wrong.
that really? I don't know.
I don't think that's strange.
Moving or
I do
not
think
moving?
cars. 'Cause when I think strange, I think of like
Yeah,
work
like
or out
that.
in the woods.
Was it moving or not moving?
I don't know.
Were you driving?
No.
Okay.
It was in neutral, so just chugging along.
I was driving,
Oh, okay. See, you should have known that then.
but I didn't think
He doesn't think that was a weird place.
Oh, okay. That counts.
Wholesome.
Alan, this
Alan.
question's
Alan
for you.
answers, yeah.
Has Alan ever used a toy in the bed? This is a yes or no, so if you guys... This is for you to get on the board.
If you guess the toy, bonus point.
2 points. Mario's confident over there.
I'm good.
Sitting on 3 points.
I literally that turns it from a 50-50 to like a what is it?
Well, if you get the yes or no, that's automatically a point.
Yeah.
If you get the other one, then you just get 2 points. So it's either you're going to get 1 point or 2.
I could get it both wrong though.
You won't lose points.
If
Yeah.
you get it wrong,
I
be in
lose,
the
I
negative.
lose points in my feelings.
Alan, you got an answer?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Eric, has he ever used a toy?
I said yes.
Do you want to guess which one before he answers
Before
it?
he answers
Yeah.
it and says it's wrong. I'm gonna say a butt plug.
Butt plug, okay. Alan, have you ever used a toy in bed?
Yeah.
Was it a butt plug at
Yeah.
some point?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, 2 points. Catching up.
So are we tied now or we're winning?
No. Alright, so now the score is 2-3. So they are still in the lead, but just by 1. All
Wait,
right.
2-3.
You guys haven't got one right?
No, that's their first
yeah,
one.
yeah.
No, you didn't.
No,
we get
we
the
got
point?
every single.
So now, well, this actually worked out perfectly. So you're gonna answer it, and Stephanie's gonna guess it. Inches wise,
Oh.
how big is Mario?
Oh. Gonna learn a lot today.
And
I also have to pee. I'll be right back.
Go pee. Before I ask you yours.
Ask me the same question. Ask me the same question. I'll find out.
I don't know how to measure that.
That's why.
There's,
So even
there's
though
a pretty heated debate on what's the proper
Method?
proper way to measure your dick.
the thing is, we know both of you know it, but now you guys have to put it into writing. See if you guys match up on your writing. That's the challenge here. And we're doing exact. We're not doing any plus or minus 1.
I know how big Omar's is.
I don't.
I know.
No matter what I do, I make sure not to look.
Shit.
And then
So 2 hands
yeah.
and a cup, right? Okay.
So it's it's 2.5 ounces. Let's wait for Eric before we.
we're talking circumference. That's another story.
I'm all circumference. I'm like a pyramid.
When I say big cock and balls, I'm not lying.
When I say small dick, I mean it.
Now that Eric's back,
I told them how big Omar's pecker is.
God damn it.
yeah,
wanna
you
know?
missed it. Now you have to listen to the episode.
Well, she didn't give us a number. She said 1, 2, and then that. So.
Dude, do that again though, because I need to see it by your hands. That's decent.
That's right. That's decent.
Fuck.
That's decent.
That's above average for sure, dude.
Hell yeah, pimps.
So what you're saying is Mario would have had a rough time.
With yeah, Mario, you
Yes,
weren't in
because
for...
I have.
Okay.
All right, so now we're
first.
putting this in writing. So Mario, how big's your pecker?
Small when-
small. When alone, 3 inches. When she sits on it, 5 or 6.
All right, so I'm gonna let
It's
the
a
other
grower,
team
not
decide.
a shower.
Well, it's because I'm fat, so I have like this fat pouch right there.
Okay.
But when she sits on it, the fat pouch goes down, and it. Like,
Oh, he's like a little turtle.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna leave this to Alan and Eric to decide. Are we going with the 3 or the 6 to 7 for the
no,
answer?
He said 5 to 6.
I didn't say.
Oh,
6 to 7.
So which answer do
I
you
can give
want
you guys
her to
a number
match?
for Omar, by the way.
Which one is she matching?
I feel like we have to do hard, not a soft one.
So which one is...
No,
Well,
No,
he's
but
not
both
talking-
are
he's not
technically
talking-
hard.
He's not talking about 3 is soft. He's talking
What?
about when, because he
Oh.
just explained that he's got that.
Yeah.
He's got
I don't
that.
know.
the rim.
I'm gonna
How
go
would
with
you choose?
3.
So you want her to guess 3 to get the correct answer, basically.
Yes.
All right. So
I don't
What if
know.
she put small though?
if she put small, you guys win.
Okay.
If she wrote exactly that, you guys automatically win. But I'm gonna say she wrote.
I'm curious, Stephanie.
Stephanie, what did you say?
Wait, so we both get points? Both teams get points?
No, they get the points.
No.
Wait, why? I thought you said if we guessed it. Wait,
No,
what was the point?
No, we had to
You
decide
decide
what
which
the
one.
right
Yeah.
answer was.
Because you wrote two numbers,
damn
so
it.
which number? And she got it right.
Damn it. I
Oh,
guess
yeah.
5 and
The
6.
bigger one.
Wow.
Is his description accurate though?
Yeah.
Wow, so if she wrote the whole thing, you guys would have won. Nice, but you guys are actually 2 points away from winning. So,
Hell yeah.
All right.
Alan, how old are you right now?
27.
So, Alan being 27. Eric, you have to guess. I mean, what's the youngest that Alan would
Not
date?
27.
I'm 27.
Oh, what the hell? 28?
Are you okay, Eric?
Not yet.
I'm almost 30, dog. I got a fucking 4-year-old.
Dude, wait, how'd you go from 27 to almost 30? What's going on?
27 is
Because I'm
rounding
20.
It's a hop and a skip
I'm
away
20.
from 30.
I'm turning a quarter. I'm turning Omar's old age. So
up. Stop.
You're only 24?
yeah.
Damn. Oh, fuck. I'm ancient, boy. And I got the smallest dick. What the fuck? This is the worst podcast ever.
Okay.
Alan, what's the youngest that you would date?
I'd say 20.
Damn it. I wrote 23.
Oh, you're close
Not
though.
So you're a predator.
This question's for Stephanie, right?
No, she just answered the.
No,
No, I answered.
Oh, that was
I
okay.
didn't ask her how big her pecker was.
That's true. You don't know her like
We
that.
can
Girls have
measure the
peckers,
beam.
don't they? Hello?
I'll ask it. Who is more likely to enjoy being peed on by their partner during sex? So Mario, do you think you would like it more, or do you think Stephanie would
Okay,
like it
there you
more?
go. There you go. That makes sense.
So just write who would enjoy it better.
Which we know at least one person's done in this room.
On accident, allegedly.
Yeah.
Flip it at the same time.
1, 2, 3. Me.
Yep, she pointed for the audio listeners.
All right, so Team Meth with 5 points.
Hey, we're killing it.
Team Hot Rods
Math kills me.
with 2. I'm trying to give you guys as many points as we can here. So let's see what the next question is. Should I ask? Has that happened before?
If it happened, yeah, I would enjoy more.
But you're not asking for it?
Right. I like very wet stuff. So, like, super sloppy blowjobs.
He said the Six Flags wave pool. Your answers just have to match up.
Okay.
So between you two, you guys have to write.
Who is more likely to be secretly packing heat?
So between
which of
you
which
two,
of the
you guys have to decide who's packing more heat.
Oh, okay.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Ready? And flip. Eric.
That was sweet.
Oh, sweet. Don't.
You guys are giving each other more credit than yourselves.
Are we talking about a gun?
No, we're talking about
Yeah, that's what I thought.
pingies, boy.
This is for the win.
All right.
Is it fair for a yes or no question to be the final question?
Sure, we're not going to catch up. Fuck.
All right.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
So, Stephanie, this question is for you, and Mario has to match your answer. Has Stephanie ever made a sex tape? We know Mario did it. The perv.
Bogus.
Angle King Mario. Apparently.
How do you make 3 inches work for you on a camera?
I go like this.
She's like,
Or I
who's the extra hands in the picture?
He grabs like a baby, like
Yeah, the little toy hands.
the toy hands, like the ones I had on my finger at Crafty Cakes. He grabs those and goes like this.
I have those on my shelf.
You like it, queen?
She's like, your nails are so nice. All right.
It's like, why are all your fingers stuck together like that?
So, Stephanie, have you ever made a video? Yes. And Mario said yes, which I'm assuming Mario would have gotten it.
Maybe.
I hope.
All right. So, Meth wins in the end.
Just like the government planned.
All right. In reality, we're all losers here. Thanks for sticking us. Whoa. Uh-oh.
You to Mario.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no, wait. Mario to you.
Thanks for sticking with us this episode. Hopefully you guys had fun. We're all really sweaty, and hopefully you are too.
I hope y'all got big old bongers when I read my story.
That was a good story, Jam.
That was a really good story.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm pretty proud of it.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
fantastic.
I applaud your craftsmanship but I hated. I hated that I heard that. In the time I've been
Would you have been more upset to hear it on your own? Let's say if you couldn't make it for the episode, would you have been more upset to hear it on your own time or hear it live and in studio?
Both.
Either way, you're upset.
Either one would be bad. Yeah.
All right, thanks for joining us. But for now, you guys can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at _the_shark_boy.
You can find me on anything at _lava_girl.
I wish. All right, Stephanie, where can people find you? You can say Pocket Camp again.
I don't think you said what your name on Pocket Camp was.
No, it was just like, hey, find me if you can't. Oh well.
Got him.
Find her if you can.
It's too long. You can link it if you guys want. On Pocket Camp. Too many numbers.
All right, sweet. Eric, where can people find you?
On AI Dungeon at Long John.
With no O's?
No O's.
No O's. No
Right.
black holes. No, what is fighters? There you go. No fighters.
All right, deal. Or on Instagram at
No.
__
Don't find me on there.
LNG
You're saying it wrong.
_TME
Nope.
dash
ZF1.
ZF1. Long time ZF1.
Alan, where can people find you? What are you riding in these days?
You gotta change it. What's your new car called? You gotta change
It's a
it.
Mark 7, but I don't know if I'm going
Alan
to change
Mark
it.
7.
Ew.
You'll be like Alan Mark.
Just call me Mark. You can find me. I'm Mark.
Instagram and Twitter at really_cool.
All right, hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Let us know what you thought of it in the comments of if you're watching on YouTube or on our Facebook page or on Instagram at _the_spitbucketpod. That's what it is. Hell yeah. All right, we'll see you guys next week.
I don't know if we can post this episode.
I don't either.
We better.
Yeah.
We better.
You might as well do you know how rappers make sexy music videos?
Mhm.
You're just gonna have to post this on a sex website, I guess.
All right, you guys
Probably
can find
can't.
this episode on Pornhub.
Just upload it on X videos or porn.
All right, we'll see you guys next week at the Spit Bucket.
Now, can all 4 sets of lips
Nope.
meet together?
No.
For
Well,
one?
maybe I'm a little too fast for that.
Gotta go.
I gotta go pee.